Your tip of the day for today is to know your why and communicate it clearly during your launch. People do not just back what it is that you're making, they back why you're making it. And therefore, the clearer and more compelling your why, the more likely people are to care about your project, share your project, support your project, and back your project. And so I wanted to just encourage all of you to think about your why when you are putting together your campaigns at the very beginning and all throughout. Because as logical as we all like to think we are, emotions tend to drive humans' actions more so than logic. Logic makes us think, emotions make us act. And when you have a why, you know your why and you communicate that why, it gives you the ability to communicate not just your passion, but the purpose behind the story that you're telling. Connection in a lot of ways can be as valuable or just as valuable as the product that you're creating. And, Kickstarter has a lot of great projects, but ones that have true connection and you can feel how connected the creator is to those projects, those ones definitely stand out. Simon Sinek, famous TED talk and book on the subject, said people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. And he sort of, through a series of illustrations and research, shows that like when you can communicate your mission and the things that drive you, you tend to attract those who believe what you believe and are moved by what moves you. And so, some ways to uncover your why, and some questions to ask yourself is like, why this project? Of all the things that you could be working on, why this project? Why this project right now? Is there a personal experience or passion that fuels the creation of this project? And what's the change in the world that you hope your project might bring about? And it doesn't have to be some super lofty thing. It could be as simple as, hey, I want to give people in these harried times that are stuck, doom scrolling, I want to give them literally 5 minutes of laughter, excitement, joy, etc. And some examples are just like one great example of a creator that was really great did a great job doing this is Joe Schmalke. Some of y'all might know Joe. He has a book called 7 Years in Darkness. And this is one of those books where, when I heard it immediately, my logic brain went off and I'm like, okay, 7 Years in Darkness. That sounds like a really cool title. Tell me more. And then he explains the high concept pitch. It's sort of like Hogwarts, but for dark wizards. So I'm like, okay, I can see that. And it also logically made sense to me because I know Joe and he's known for horror stuff. So it all, like, on a logical sense, made sense that this was a project. And he explained a little bit of the unique hook of the book. But what really got me is that he told me, he's like, hey, this is the main thing I'm working on for the next 7 years. I'm going to do 4 issues each year will be one volume, and each year will be 1 year of the children in this school going through a 7 year dark wizard program. And it's going to correspond with my daughter, who I believe just entered middle school. And it's going to be basically the main character is going to be in his book is kind of going to be following, emotionally what it is that his daughter is going through. And he's sort of doing this as a way to channel what he's, feeling about being a father, having a kid at that age. And that, above all of the other great stuff, really connected to me as a father as well, and realizing how fast things fly by. And now that I know that, along with the fact that it's a great hook, great premise, strong writing and art, like, that's something I'm going to remember and I'm going to connect with, and I'm going to back for the foreseeable future. So, great example of that. And the Comics Launch Planner will help you uncover your why during your crowdfunding launch with tools including the same comic book product sell sheet that I use with Comics Launch Pros when I'm launching a new series. There's some prompts and questions in there around your why that will help you not just uncover it, but also communicate it. And then when it comes time to building out your Kickstarter page, we want to make sure that it gets in there. And so there's a page design checklist and a video script writing checklist that also call out how and where you want to share your why during the campaign, because your super fans are going to be the ones who connect with what you make and why you're driven to make it.
Prepare to launch in 3,